The purple sneakers and socks got way more attention than the basketball or even her that final season at Strawberry Crest High School.
I would get coaches from other teams while we're warming up, like, why do you guys have on purple?
The Chargers' star player,
When you get 1,000 points, that's like a really big deal. So.
Aaliyah Gregory, had folks looking at her feet instead of her hands.
A lot of people, of course, would ask about, like, that doesn't even match purple and red, they don't really go together. But
A deliberate mismatch that thrilled her parents.
Just really wanted to come to every game just to see what was going on.
The more questions raised by competitors and coaches, the better.
She asked, if your school colors are red, why is everybody wearing purple shoes? So, that was an opportunity for her to even share with the opponent.
What she shared was domestic violence awareness. The warning signs, the hotline, purple as the national symbol of domestic violence awareness, all of it poured out of Aaliyah and into a captive audience.
I went to a pretty big high school, so I'm sure someone experienced it, and some of them might not have been comfortable talking about it.
In my mind, I'm in my 20s, but the reality is I'm not. I'm old, right? And so if I go in and try and talk to folks, to young people, to teenagers, to high school students about domestic violence and about teen dating violence, they're going to be thinking, yeah, that's something that happens to someone else. When someone that they know and respect, when this athletic star talks about it and wears purple socks and demonstrates by everything she's doing that she cares about this cause, people are going to pay attention, and her peers, her fellow classmates are going to pay attention. It's going to make a huge difference, and it already has.
Aaliyah didn't just wear purple, she asked the entire team to do it. And then she convinced fans to donate a few dollars to the Spring Domestic Violence Center every time she scored that last season of her senior year.
We were putting in a lot of work and time and effort into this whole project. But in the back of my head, I'm like, oh yeah, it would be pretty good if we got like, $500, And then my mom was like, we almost got $1,600. I was like, what?
Scoring more than 600 points, she raised nearly $1,600.
It's really a powerful gift.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is she your superhero?
She is my superhero. We just had a superhero campaign at the Spring for back to school, and Aaliyah would qualify. We could put her in a cape and she would be my hero. You, Aaliyah, are my hero because you recognized at such a young age that one person has the power to do good and make a difference.
Minnie Murphy is the president of the Spring. On the day of our visit with her and Aaliyah, the basketball phenom was home from the University of Central Florida.
I do this. This is what I do. This is what I do.
She may be a star player to the Knights, but to Tampa, she's a superstar, helping advocates at the Spring who stretch every dollar to serve some 2,500 people per year in direct services.
We can answer 177 hotline calls and safety plan with people. That same amount of money, that just over $1,500, can actually provide 75 individuals with one-on-one supportive counseling in our outreach center. It can feed a family of 4 for several weeks and provide services in our shelter.
It's no secret Aaliyah loves basketball, but why she chose domestic violence awareness as her cause is less obvious. Her parents have been happily married for almost 25 years. Aaliyah is the baby of the house, playing basketball with big sister Erin practically from birth. Aaliyah's dreamed of being a basketball player since kindergarten, and here's the proof in writing. Mom saved it all these years. It's an NBA dream nurtured by the entire family, especially her doting aunt, Nicole.
She was at every game, whether it be Titusville, Auburndale, Orlando.
Auntie Nikki stopped coming 5 years ago. It was 2011. She was found beaten and stabbed at home in Jacksonville. Her estranged husband has been in jail since then, and he's charged with first-degree murder, still awaiting trial.
Of course, if I could do anything to have my sister back, I would, but I know she's in heaven smiling down, and she's extremely proud of Aaliyah, and so am I.
Do you see yourself as a hero?
I guess I do now, but I always try and be a good role model for those around me.
12-year-old Jalen thinks Aaliyah's doing a fine job, and he should know. He's not only Aaliyah's cousin, he's Auntie Nikki's baby, her youngest son.
How is she as a big cousin?
Really good. She's supportive, and she's always like, when I doubt myself, she's always telling me that you can do it, and when I'm like not smiling, she'll make me happy.
We all just walk in love. We make sure that if we don't teach him anything else, we teach him how to love.
The family took Jalen in just shy of his 7th birthday. So long before Aaliyah became a hero to the Spring, she was his.
When you hear a domestic violence case, just don't think about the mom. I mean, it's still important, but the children too, because that's something really hard to go through.
When something like that happens, it's easy to, get into yourself and say, well, I went through something very tragic. I need to get myself together. But I think it's big for our whole family to, get outside ourselves and say, how can we help this from happening to other people? So I think she would be really proud that we're doing this.